Alright, crafty friends, welcome back to another process video. This is for a new project I'm starting that was inspired by Paper Issues and Cassie of Paper Issues. She's the owner of that shop, and she's doing a challenge this year called 52 Favorites. And so the point of the challenge is to pick a favorite memory or a favorite food or something that happened that week and document it. So I'm going to be documenting mine in this new traveler's notebook insert that I just started for this particular project. This photo is a photo of Joshua and I on New Year's Eve. We're homebodies, so we stayed home New Year's Eve and put on pajamas and drank apple cider and watched TV and fell asleep probably at like 11:30. I don't even think we made it to midnight. But it was my favorite, and it was my favorite photo of the week, and so this is what I'm choosing to document. So backtracking a little bit. Oh, ooh, shaky cam. So for some reason, my tripod was not terribly steady this time around, and so every time I used my guillotine, everything rocked a little bit. So I hope you guys don't get motion sickness every time that happens. I promise it stops about halfway through the video, but that is there. So for this project, I'm using a bit of products from Ellie Studio, and I'm using a few things from Kelly Perky. The Traveler's Notebook kit from Kelly Perky is one of my favorite kits. And so that gray paper that has the coffee mugs is from Kelly Perky. The journaling card on top of it that says notes from this special day is from Ellie Studio. The layers that I was putting under my photo on the left are from the same Kelly Perky Traveler's Notebook kit. It's sold out, so I will not link it, but I will provide a link to her shop and a link to Ellie Studio in the description box because the kits from both of those shops are amazing. So here I'm trimming down my layers. I use a few of the papers from the Traveler's Notebook kits under my photo, and then I'm going to grab a journaling card from Kelly Perky as well to put it under my photo. The colors I used were inspired by our pajamas. So my pajamas were kind of tan and red striped, and Joshua was wearing a gray t-shirt, so I chose to go with, gray, red, black, white, a pretty neutral color scheme. And I think it ended up working really, really well. So for most of this, I fight with my double-sided tape because I was too lazy to go find my tape runner. It was not at my desk. I have no idea why it wasn't at my desk, but eventually I gave up on fussing with the double-sided tape runner and I go get my Tombow glue adhesive because that double-sided tape is killer and the paper does not always want to peel off, and I got sick of fussing with it. Although here I do go back to it because I'm sticking my page into the book. So my plan was to work on the left side, work on the right side, kind of get things matched up and put it back together. So a little bit more about the 52 favorites. Cassie started it. I think it's a great project, even if you do project life, because this is a really, really easy thing to maintain. This page took me about 20 minutes real time. And I think it's nice to just document things like this, document the little things. Sometimes we forget that the little things are what make life amazing, and we're so busy scrapping the great occasions like weddings and birthdays, and sometimes it's the cuddling in bed at night watching TV and doing nothing, days like that are like the special days. And so I'm really excited for this project. I'm really excited for this mini book. I'm hoping that I stick to it. And I'm hoping that all you friends here keep me accountable because that always helps. So we're going back to my photo cluster. All the embellishments are from the Ellie Studio. I believe this was the December kit. They come with little die cuts that you punch out, and that's what these are. So the black one on top says, "This brings me so much happiness." And then the other two that I'm going to put on the lower left side of the photo, one says "mine," and the other one says, "shucks." I cannot remember, but we'll see it together because this is what happens when you film and then do your voiceovers. But I ended up, sticking to the rule of thirds. So I put the white one, and then I put the black one, and then I put an enamel dot on top to kind of create a little photo cluster. And I call it good. I really like this color scheme. I don't use a lot of red. Red is a very strong and assertive color for me. But I really like the way this looks. I think with it being tamed by the neutral gray and the white and the touches of black help it work. So now I'm putting some enamel dots on top of that black die cut, just again to carry the color scheme across the page. And now I'm going to do some stamping. I know, stamping. I am not a stamper. No matter how much I want to be a stamper, I am not a stamper, and that does not stop me from trying. So here you see me playing with a stamp set from Ali Edwards. This was from the Heart Story Kit. I got this in November when they do their Stories Revisited, and it had so many lovely sayings about love and hearts and everything else that there was no way I could not grab it. So I'm just going to stamp a few things down under my photo. The first one I'm stamping in red says so much heart. Underneath it, it's going to say this makes my heart so happy, and the last one says love this. And I decided to do it in gray, red, and black to stick to the color scheme. The red ink I used is an archival ink. It's in vermilion. I got this from my friend Heba. She uses these mini Ranger archival inks, and she has a tin, and I thought it was amazing. Since I am not a stamper and I am not a card maker, I figured I wouldn't spend a ton of money on full-size inks. I use VersaFine for the black, and the gray ink is Clean Slate, and that's from Color Theory by Studio Calico. So here, through the magic of editing, you did not have to watch me do all my journaling. But I pretty much wrote that, Joshua and I stayed home on New Year's Eve, and while other people might think that's lame, we had the greatest night, and I would not have changed a single thing about it. Now I'm sticking a white die cut, and it says first things first, which I really liked because it was the first of the year, and I thought that was a really, really, really good place to put it. And now I'm shuffling through my tags because I want to use that LE Studio date stamp. And so I'm shuffling through my labels and my tags to try to find one that the date stamp will fit. And here I picked this gray one. So now I'm just going to stamp the date. I'm going to do it on scrap paper because my new desk is already covered in ink and I did not want to make it any worse. So first you put down, the stamp set's actually really, really cool, and it's still on sale in the shop. It's like a little template. So you put down the template that says month, day, year, and then it has all the months. It has, numbers 0 to 9, and then it has years up until 2022. So you can use it pretty much forever. And it's just a really cool date stamp. So I put that on my label. It's all finished up, and now the label goes on the page. And after this layout is just about done. I stick it down. I put a few more enamel dots to carry it over from the right side onto the left, and I call it good. So if you enjoyed this, I hope you comment and subscribe and hang along to see what I make next. And also check out Paper Issues and see if you do your own 52 favorites. Have a great day.